All right, so now we're going to do some research on some websites that you like. Find out what you like, what you don't like, things like that. We're also going to be doing some research on some of your competitors to find out what they're doing. So let's pull up Google and we're just going to type in a simple search, insurance agents near me, and click enter. Now, what we want to definitely do is stay away from insurance carriers. We want to focus on other independent agents because that's the type of site that we are building. We're not building a carrier site, we're building an agent site, right? So we want to focus on agencies or agents. So here's an agency right here. We also have James Epps, and I have no idea who these guys are. I'm just doing a quick Google search. Core Insurance, Matt Roberts Agency. Now, these questions are also good. So I like to copy these questions and put those into my Google Doc also, because we may want to use those later on to find additional sites. Don't need to go to Yelp. That's more of a review site. These are all carriers, Carolina insurance agents or professionals. Let's find out what that is. Looks like there's a lot of auto insurance. So what we may want to do is be a little bit more specific. Instead of car insurance, since we're selling Medicare, life, and health, let's do, instead of insurance agents near me, we type in Medicare insurance agents near me and do a search for that. And again, we got a bunch of carriers. We have a review site. We want to stay away from those. Medicare Insurance Advisors, on-base comparison, stay away from that. Here's a local team of Medicare insurance agents. So we already have those. That's good. Osborne, so let's go to them. Core Insurance, already have them. This person doesn't have a website. Senior Plan Advisors, we'll pull that up. All right. So now, and here's some more questions. People also like to ask. There you go. We're going to save those. Okay. So let's look at some of these sites. Okay, so right off the back, here's some insurance agencies and Wake Forest, which is where I live. Next one is James Epps. All right, decent site. It's got a nice navigation. It's got the phone number, which looks like it's clickable. It's got his email address right at the top, front and center. It shows that he's a James Epps Insurance. He does home, auto, and life. Quick solutions for Wake Forest Insurance, and get started. He's got, looks like he's got a bunch of his carriers scrolling across, which is a nice feature. Insuring our local community, so it's making it local. This guy is probably only licensed in North Carolina, is my guess, but we probably want to do best insurance agent or best insurance in town. And the reason why he's doing this, and he may not, his website developer did it, is because he is trying to capture search phrases that people will use, right? So most likely people, when they're doing a search, is they'll search for things like, you know, who's the best insurance agent in town, or who's the best insurance, who offers the best insurance in town, right? So he's trying to capture those types of keywords and in his headers, which is a really good plan. We'll get into more of that later on. Our services, he goes into the solutions that he offers, makes it very apparent. And then, there's some social proof. So he's got what clients say. He's got some testimonials. He's got some blog posts. He's got to contact us. And he's got his address, telephone number, fax number, and his email address right there. And this was made by Alowath. Next thing is his navigation across the top. He has get a quote, and it's got a drop down with all the different quote options. We've got an about us, a contact us, and then his blog. So this is a very simple, clean website. It seems like it's optimized for local insurance agent, right? It's got a little get started button here. Car insurance quote, boom. So it's got all the basics, right? And this would be a very easy, clean website to build. You could easily build this in a weekend. No problem. Might take you a little bit longer to add in the blog posts, to write those, but I'll show you some tricks on how you can do that in a later video. There's a couple minor things that I would add on this website. The first is, he's got all his contact information, but he doesn't have his licensing. And I know that for CMS and Medicare, they do need to say, okay, we offer X number of carriers out of X that are available in this state. You should put your NPN number in here. So there's little things like that I would include to just make sure you're 100% compliant. The other thing that he's missing is a privacy policy, a terms of service. Those are two critical things that help Google and your visitors understand how you're staying compliant. So the next thing, let's go to the next one. Here is Core. This guy did not have a website, so we're just going to close that out. Here's another website right here. It's got a phone number right there. Write a review, file a claim, online billing and payments. So this is a little bit more sophisticated than the last guy. Services, about us, support. He's got some nice, this is called Java rollovers, where he's got some color changes and things like that. So it's a little bit more dynamic. He also has scrolling images in the background here, whereas this guy just has one static image and he's got the carriers scrolling by. So I would venture to say that this site is definitely a little bit more technical to build. It might be out of most people's experience level, and you probably would not start this off, but you may want to start this off as a single image in the background. This is called a hero image. And then when you, go to update your website, include some of these multiple images in the background where they're flipping through it. These are all easy to do. These little bounce things that can all be done in Go High Level. It's got a little blurb about him. And he's got his customer reviews right here. Recent news and updates. And this is his blog area, if you will, but it's a really short blog area. And the blogs are recent. He doesn't have things from like 2 years ago, which is a key thing that people don't look. Most agents don't realize that, hey, people do look at when your last posting was to see how active it was. He's got a much nicer footer. Provides auto, home, life insurance in North Carolina, Raleigh, Chapel Hill, blah, 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 and Fuquay-Varina. So he's mentioning the cities and towns. That's also good for a search engine optimization. He's got his hours of operation, which is a good touch. You can meet his staff, which is also good. Support, online billing statements, file a claim. So he's got some things here. He still doesn't have his NPN number, which I'm surprised at. He also has a map to his office there, and he's got his copyright notice. He also has his accessibility statement, a privacy statement, a login area, Brightfire Insurance Web Design, these guys do a great job, it looks like. A couple minor things, he just doesn't have his NPN. He's also missing a privacy policy. So small little things, little details. He had the privacy statement. He didn't have terms of service. Looks like this is a brand new website, so it's probably an MVP for him. But right there, front and center, he's got, hey, get a quote. Next one, Carolina Insurance Professionals. So this is definitely a more agency feel to it, as opposed to an individual agent. You got some rollovers here. And they offer dental and COBRA and all kinds of stuff. And looks like they're focused on individual health insurance, group health insurance, and Medicare insurance. Again, it's got a form right front and center, right here. A hero image right across the top of the North Carolina seaside, it looks like. Got the call us today, contact, and about us. No drop downs though. This one does have the drop downs right there. And it's got how clients rate us. And they've integrated Podium right here, which is an online review collection site, if you will. Team of North Carolina agents. These are all independent agents. Get the right health insurance plan for you today. So this is more of a niche site for an agency, right? If they do sell life insurance, they probably have another life side, and it's got their email address, phone numbers, their address, their blog, copyright. We do not offer every plan. There's the Medicare disclosure that I was talking about earlier. Website development by, still missing the NPN number, but that might be in the About Us or something like that. And it's got some social buttons right here. Next one. Big hero image. Looking for better health. Looks like they also have a scrolling feature so you can get different pictures. Obviously, that's a little bit more complex. You may want to stay away from that, but it does look nice. Right there, you got get a quote and learn more. You got a nice video. Video really helps, right? So if you can get a video of yourself on your first page, pop it up on YouTube, pop it up on Vimeo, host it there, and then put it here. That's great. You can meet their agents. And this is a personalized video. That looks like Michael Osborne. Video really helps you build credibility. So you may want to map out some videos that you do. You can just watch this one and do something similar to him. Put your own unique flair on it. Our process, the carriers. Got some, remember I said about, social proof. That's some good social proof here. Marketplace Elite Plus. Circle of Champions, more social proof, and follow us on Facebook, connect on Google. We also have a texting, little chat bot down here, and Osborne Insurance Services, the address, the phone number, copyright, privacy policy, website management, review, Medicare, about us, service areas, which is important, and contact us. Okay, so really good layout design. It's got the phone number up in the top right hand corner. You pay nothing extra for our services, right? So that's a good selling point right there. And let's go to Senior Plan Advisors. It's got a nice navigation bar up at the top. We've got a lead capture form right here. We've got home. I'm finding this website a little bit harder to read. The color scheme, I mean, I've got pretty good eyes. I still need glasses to read, but this is a pretty difficult site. The text is really light. The background is really bright. So you may want to change the color scheme on this. It's got the contact information all right here. There's no footer at the bottom, which it does have terms and conditions, but this is more of a like a one pager, right? I don't know. I don't particularly love the layout. It does have terms of service and the privacy policy right there. So again, answering questions about why people would want to use you. That's good. It's got the FAQs. That's good. And options. So he's just got some basic information. I'm wondering if he actually put this through CMS compliance review or not, but I'd be hesitant to put this on there because this information changes, right? So it changes almost every single year. So if you're not keeping it up to date, then you could be out of compliance. So I'd be hesitant to put something like this on a site. Right, so now we've got some good ideas. I mean, there's only 3 or 4 sites here that we went through, right? Didn't do a whole lot of research. I would spend about an hour, maybe 2 hours doing this. This is a really important phase. So keep going through those Google sites. Pull up some other research questions. Medicare agents near me. How can I get a life insurance quote? Whatever questions that people would type in to their Google search results, see what pops up. Okay. Looks like this is a lot of review sites, a lot of carriers. So we're really looking for agent sites, as we mentioned earlier. So this might be a good question to put in there. And as an agent, you might differentiate from all the other carriers on this search result page, right? So that might be an option from a search engine optimization standpoint that you want to take a look at. Again, I'm not seeing any individual agents in here. Next one is how much is Medicare? So let's look at that one. Medicare.gov is coming up first. That's good. And then we've got a bunch of carrier sites. And again, we're looking for individual agents. Again, here's some of these related searches. These are good also. But we want to see where the individual agents are popping up. So let's go to page 2. I'm not seeing any agents yet. More results. So this is good. This is a video on YouTube. It's on page 2, so that's good. And you notice it pops out off that page. It doesn't get lost in the sea of other carriers and text options. So that might be a good way of differentiating your website, is make sure it's got a video or 2 on there so that you can rank higher in the search engines. More search results. I'm not seeing any agents in here, so we're going to abandon that. And let's say best life agent near me. Local life agents. Here's all choice. We already went over Keith. We already went over, oh, here's a new one. So we'll go over that, guys. And we already went over James. Edelman Financial Fee Only Financial Advisor. Let's take a look. Can't hurt. And again, if you're doing a multi-solution like life, health, and Medicare, then you'll probably want to do searches for all of them, right? Not just, focus on one. Big hero image up here. The site is really spread out. It's got some navigation up here. They offer a lot of different solutions here, permanent. I don't like the navigation here. It is a little bit wonky, so I'm not loving that. Instant quotes is good. Blog is nice. Local life agents. Run quotes, choose policy, apply online, so they're keeping it simple. Have a list of all the carriers. Again, typically things do it in odd numbers, either 3s or 5s work best. It's just how the human brain works. Find just what you need. We got some testimonials here or some social proof. Questions, testimonials, start a quote. And then it's got the privacy site, all rates reserved, all that stuff down the bottom. Let's go to the next one. This is the guy with the video. Get a quote.
Welcome to All Choice Insurance. My name is Jack Wingate, and I'm the founder and CEO. And
easy to replicate that. He's got a nice background. He's centered. It is a little bit dark, but he's got a dark website, and he looks like he's keeping with his brand, right? So he's got his brand logo here. Let's blow that up to a full screen. He's got the whole beard thing going. So that's kind of his brand. He's got his brand stuff down here. So he's on point with his brand, isn't he? So the color scheme, black, white, blue, all kind of ties together. Yellow, obviously. He's got some dynamic stuff here. Life, home, auto. Contact information. He's got his logo up here. Educate, serve, educate, protect, team, get a quote, telephone number here, pretty hard to miss, and a telephone number up here. So he's got his telephone number in 3 places on the top of the main page, right? So obviously, what do you think he wants people to do? Connect with him on social. He's got every social channel known to man, and email and call him, right? So I bet you this website gets a lot of calls. There's no reason to just have one. You can always have 3 calls to action on this website. It's got some social proof here with awards that he's won. Looking for premium insurance agency that can help you protect. Again, keep him with a brand. Keep him with the brand. And he looks like he's got a little bit of more branding here. All choice proposal path, navigating your coverage journey. So kind of giving them, answering the questions that people, his audience have, right? So, hey, what do I need to get a quote? That's probably a question. Or what's the process for getting a quote? Know your risk. Carrier market analysis. So what value are you bringing to the table here? And this guy outlines it pretty well. Don't just take our word for it. More social proof and testimonials. All the carriers that he offers. All the chambers of commerce and things like that. These are some awards that he's gotten, I guess. And All Choice Insurance. He's out in Asheville. He also has Clemens. And then he's got a bunch of different offices. Branding on point. Overall, really nice, well laid out website. And if you notice a couple things on his design, he starts with an image over here, text over here. You scroll down a little bit, image over here. On the opposite side, text over here. So he's kind of flip-flopping back and forth, and then boom. And this creates visual dynamics while you're scrolling up and down the page, right? It keeps your eyes moving. The more you can keep eyes moving and bopping back and forth across the page, the more interested the viewer is going to be. You see this a lot in video, but it's good practice to do it on your websites also. Again, boop, 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 boop. He's boopity boopiting all over the place, right? Keeping those eyes moving, that's what's a good thing. Looks like these scroll. He's got, I don't love this. It's a little bit small, especially if you're dealing with an elderly market, but educate your videos. So he's got obviously some articles and video blogs probably there. So overall, really good site, well laid out, branding on point with this guy. Next one is, here is Billy K. Rowland, Health Markets, and this just looks like an individual page, right? This is good. They have all their licensing and stuff. Obviously, this is a little bit more built out than the average agent, right? They've got all their disclaimers. They got their, and this person's concerned about compliance, right? This is probably Health Markets, and they probably sold a page to this lady. Got some social pages here. Yeah, this is just an individual page. It doesn't have a whole lot behind it besides this page. But it's got the basics on there. And it's really good compliant-wise. All right, in the next video, what we're going to do is we're going to start working with our design and ideas and, capturing those. So stay tuned.